Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. So today we will have a short discussion about some topic that been mentioned in the week one for introduction to classroom research. So the topic is conducting a classroom research is not without a challenge. So to explain about this topic, I'm going to present my first challenge, which is participant cooperation. Participant cooperation is a crucial part for the success of classroom research. Without a cooperation from participant, it will be hard to establish clear communication in terms of determining authentic data to use for a research. When we face issues such as participant cooperation, we might face a situation where the teachers and students prioritize other academic or extracurricular activities over research participation. And this might be worse, especially if they do not see immediate benefits or relevance to their personal goals. Next is lack of incentives. Without adequate incentives or rewards, participants may be less motivated to actively engage in research activity, especially if they perceive them as burdensome or time consuming. Next is concern about confidentiality. Participants may be hesitant to share sensitive information or engage in certain research activities due to the concern about their confidentiality, or maybe some of or data or privacy might be invaded. So how about you guys? Maybe Naim, you share your understand about this topic as well?
Okay, thank you, HAIRUL. In my opinion, other challenge for conducting a classroom research is lack of support. Teachers also may encounter lack of support by their school administrators regarding classroom research. Lack of support from administrators may cause teachers to feel pressure, frustrated, or it may lower their confidence in their abilities to successfully perform. Other than that, lack of support from other teachers or students can cause teacher to be demotivated when teaching in class, and this also can affect the performance of a teacher. Okay, that's all from me.
I do agree with your points, but I think there are another challenge in classroom research, which is time constraint. So, indeed, time constraint can present significant challenges in classroom research, and the limitation can impact research in educational settings such as limited observation time. Like researchers may have only a limited amount of time to observe classroom activities and interactions. And this constraint can make it difficult to capture a comprehensive picture of student behavior, teacher practices, and learning dynamics. And also, time constraint may necessitate conducting studies over relatively short duration. And this limitation can affect the depth and breadth of the researchers' finding, as researchers may not have sufficient time to explore complex phenomena or observe long-term effects. And also, researchers may feel pressured to collect data quickly within the confines of the academic calendar or other scheduling constraints. Like this rush approach can compromise the quality of data collection methods and lead to incomplete or inaccurate data. That's all from me.
Okay, if I may add some point to the challenges in conducting a classroom research, there are also some challenges like interpretation and generalization of findings when we conducting a classroom research. Okay, so Interpretation refers to the process of making sense of numerical data that has been collected, analyzed, and presented. The issue that often arises is when we misinterpret our findings. This could happen because the action of interpretation itself is subjective. The meaning of something could vary depending on the person that are interpreting it. Hence why sometimes we could end up interpreting our findings wrongly. Next, generalization is the ability to compile or bring the data together to provide an understanding of the population specific to which the study has been prepared for. So the problem that we might face is when the data or the sample of our finding did not represent the whole diversity of the population, and it also didn't include the variables that we mean to test. So to conclude, if this thing happens, it could definitely affect the credibility of our research. Thus, the reason why we need to carefully interpret and generalize our findings. Okay, that's all from me.
I do agree with all of your opinion, but I think that uh, access to resource and support is the main challenges for conducting classroom research, such as limited funding. First, I think budgetary constraint could be an issue when it comes to conducting classroom research because educational institutions may have limited budgets allocated for research activities, leaving little room for purchasing materials, equipment, or accessing external support services necessary for conducting classroom research. Next, I think competing priorities could be an issue too because schools often have competing financial priorities such as maintaining facilities, hiring staff, or purchasing instructional materials, which may result in limited funding available specifically for research endeavors. Lastly, I think grant availability is one of the issues too because while grants can provide additional funding for research projects, the competition for securing grants can be fierce and the application process time consuming leading to uncertainty regarding funding availability. That's all from me and I think that we all had come to the end of the discussion, and we could agree that there are various challenges when it comes to conducting classroom research, such as participant cooperation, access to resource and support, time constraints, lack of support, interpreting and generalizing findings. And that's all from us. Thank you.